there's one.
I seen you running around, Josh. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to calm this dude down and get him talking on the podcast. Home for Greatness podcast. I'm here with 10 o'clock high and the Sherman Neckties. I'm fucking excited.
What's going on, y'all?
I didn't know if I could calm these. I didn't know if I could calm these boys down enough to sit down and talk to me for a minute. We were talking about black holes and shit, dude. That's pretty fucking.
Oh yeah.
That's interesting. Have you seen Black Matter on Netflix?
Is it Black Matter or Dark Matter?
Dark Matter.
No, I haven't.
Dude, shit's crazy. And it's like it's simple enough for somebody like me to understand.
Yeah.
Cause like some of that shit's like phew,
Yeah.
way over my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
When you were folding the notebook paper, I mean, I understood what you were saying, but
Did you give him the folded notebook paper?
Yeah, I was talking about
wormhole
string theory,
thing? Yeah,
wormhole
string
theory and stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
So basically, we were outside, and yeah, he was like, what's something that you're interested in that not many people would know about? And I was like, dude, I love astronomy. Like, I'm a huge, yeah, like, I know you know, because when I go to your house, he lives out in the middle of just an open field with no lights around. And every time I go over there, I'm just sitting,
Yeah.
and I'm just looking, right?
Oh,
since
that's
I was-
right. You would love my brother's. He lives on the mountaintop in West Virginia. On a clear night, you can just see the Milky Way. It's just bright across the sky.
I've got a.
It's like that at my house too. You
I've got
can
like
see it in my
a
place.
$600 telescope. That's my baby. Newtonian reflector.
Is that the name of it?
It is a Celestron 153s.
No, you said Newtonian reflector. What is that? Is that the type of telescope?
Yeah, so a Newtonian reflector. It was. I mean, it was.
Does anybody else
invented
think
by-
telescope names are some of the coolest thing ever?
Cool as
played?
shit. Why didn't y'all name your band that?
Sounds like a band name,
So you have all sorts of
seriously.
telescope names, man.
That's a
Like
proper
again, like this
band
is
name
not
right
something
there.
that people know about me. That I'm a huge space nerd. Well, I mean, you guys know because you spend a lot of time around it. I meet somebody on the street like, oh man, you sing for that band 2 o'clock.
Well, hey,
I'm
why
like,
don't you,
yeah.
Trey, why don't you tell him where the band name came from?
Oh, yeah,
tell us
so-
that.
That's
I
perfect.
wrote that down in here so you guys
So at
read
10
my
o'clock
fucking
high,
mind.
we were, it's also based off of nerdy space shit. So this was probably like 5 or 6 years ago, and I know Mike Ward, he's down there. He and I have played music together for coming on 10 years. But we've never actually recorded an album or anything together. We don't have anything to show people what's ours, And it was probably about 5 or 6 years ago. I was watching a UFO documentary. So again, I'm a space nerd and all that, and I'm watching this UFO documentary. They were talking about a fighter pilot in the Air Force that spotted a UFO. Now, a UFO is unidentified flying object. So a UFO could be pretty much anything. They could be weather balloons as long as they are unidentified, don't know what they are, and they're flying. It's a UFO.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy, an Air Force pilot who sees planes, sees weather balloons all the time, sees something that he has absolutely no idea what the hell it is. And he's ready on down to ground control. And he's, ground control, this is, whatever his call sign was. We have a UFO at 10 o'clock high. He says, what? He says, yeah, man, we've got a bogey at 10 o'clock high. And I'm like, number one, that's really cool. Number two, 10 o'clock high.
What is that, like a measurement of?
Yeah, so you got one, somebody says watch your 6.
Yeah.
Behind you.
10
So
o'clock
at 10
high,
o'clock,
so
you're looking at that way, up. So that's 10
Fucking
o'clock high
Josh
there.
is
So
on top of it.
so as he's flying, he's like, oh shit, there, yeah.
Okay.
So I wrote that name down. I was like, that would be cool for something. Fast forward to about 3 months ago.
Hell yeah, dude. I like it.
Perfect.
Most people think when I tell them our band name is 10 o'clock high.
Oh, did you think of that at 10 o'clock when you were stoned?
I was like, no, it was midnight when we were stoned.
That's the
okay?
best
Yeah,
part
first
about
off-
it, man. That's the
First
best
off-
part about it is because people think it's something that
But it's not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the best part about your
Yeah.
band name, dude. That's awesome. What about you guys? How'd y'all come up with your band name?
So the Sherman Neckties originally started back in like 2011, whenever Grant was in high school.
Young Grant.
Young Grant was
Grant.
teaching his history teacher was teaching a lesson on General Sherman and his march
Which I know nothing about.
back in the Civil War.
Okay.
General Sherman marched down and
Sherman was for the Union. So.
yeah,
Okay,
they marched
okay.
down and they had just started, like the South was building all these railroads and everything to get things places, and So him and his army would pick up these railroad ties and set them on bonfires and melt them in the middle and then tie them around trees so they couldn't use the railroads. And I mean, after you've melted metal, like it's
weak.
So,
It's weak. Yeah.
so they can't ever use them again. So it pretty much just was like F you. And I mean, I thought it was, whenever he told me about it, I was like, you know, that's kind of cool because that's kind of punk. Like that.
Yeah.
It
Kind of.
describes our
Metal.
sound.
Literally metal as
It
shit.
sounds like what I thought about when I heard it was, you know how the mafia used to cut people's throats and it was called something necktie.
It was an Aztec
yeah.
necktie.
Aztec necktie.
Something like that,
yeah.
yeah. And that's what I thought when I heard it. I'm like, is that when the mafia?
Somebody getting killed.
That's kind of what I thought too.
Y'all's
honestly, when I
band
first
names
saw it.
are great. I like that. I like the story behind it, dude.
They're both based off of nerdy shit too.
That's what I love.
Yeah.
We got our
Yeah.
history. I also
History.
love history.
Yeah.
And then my 3 o'clock in the morning. Are UFOs real? I haven't slept in 6 days. I was like,
Find
Jesus
yourself
Christ.
in on YouTube.
Oh yeah, you get lost on YouTube.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Wikipedia. You
Yeah.
can get lost on Wikipedia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I just don't know how to read, so.
I heard anybody can edit shit on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, I love editing.
Unless
shit.
it's live.
I love it. Like, I don't know. I might still have a screenshot of it somewhere, but
Oh, Lord.
I went to like Seabiscuit, the movie
The horse?
Seabiscuit about the horse,
Yeah.
and they had the main characters and the actors, and I put as the person who. What's going on,
Hey,
dude?
that guy.
Hey,
Yeah.
gears here.
I edited the Wikipedia for
Dude, you can
Seabiscuit.
pull up a chair right here.
Yeah, go help.
But yeah, I edited the Wikipedia on Seabiscuit for the main characters, and I put that Sarah Jessica Parker starred as Seabiscuit.
Oh man.
Oh, that's so fucked up.
Then I did the same thing for BoJack Horseman.
Yes.
And then I started going through like the Blade movies, and instead of Wesley Snipes, it was just Sam Jackson. Every movie that had a
I'm a
really
vampire,
cool-
motherfucker.
I'm a motherfucking vampire. Say what again, motherfucker? Oh man.
What's your favorite movie? We'll go around real quick. What's your
Ooh.
favorite movie?
Oh,
I mean, it
no.
doesn't have to be all-time favorite, but what's the first one you think of whenever?
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction by
I
Angela.
love
Great.
Pulp Fiction.
Jeez.
One of my favorites growing up was just The Matrix.
Yeah,
I
Matrix.
Love, I love a good fight scene.
Oh,
that just
awesome.
had the coolest. You know,
Hell
you
yeah,
can
dude.
attest.
It was like the
dodging
first-
bullets, man. So
Yeah.
cool.
It was like
Jules-
the first one with like realistic, more realistic
It
computer
raised the
generated
bar.
shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
absolutely.
Dude,
Jules
Jason
Winfield's
Morphe's doing
a,
that in the training scene, man.
Dude, there's nobody more badass than Keanu Reeves either. In my
Not right
opinion.
I love the reunion.
John Wick and John Wick 2.
Dude, I was about to say John Wick 2, where you
Oh,
got what's
God,
whatever
yeah.
the guy's name is that plays Morpheus.
Fantastic.
I mean, have you guys ever even
Yeah.
seen Dragon Ball Z? I mean, no one will better say that shit to Goku.
Dude, yeah, I like old movies. Like the more time goes on, I feel like I enjoy old movies more. Like the more computer generated shit that kind of comes up. I don't know. I just like the shitty effects. And you know what I found the other day in my closet? Y'all are gonna fucking love this.
Oh, boy.
I found an N64, and then when I pulled the N64 out, you know what game fell out behind it?
Please tell me it was.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye 007. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
GoldenEye 007.
So I got in a group text with my boys, and I'm like, video game tournament next weekend, dollar games, let's get it. GoldenEye.
Golden.
Shitty ass graphics on a big fucking flat
yeah.
screen. Like I
My
can't wait.
favorite
to
thing
see
with
it.
GoldenEye.
Put in my closet, like my Nintendo 64 is still out.
Is it?
So
Hell
My
yeah,
favorite thing
dude.
about
You make me
GoldenEye-
feel bad.
Smash.
The whole thing was like you could
Super Smash
unlock
Bros.
different
Yeah.
cheats,
Oh, yeah.
not really cheats, but different, like game modes, like DK mode, where they had
yeah,
the
they
big
got
ass
the big
heads.
head and big arms.
Paintball
Yeah.
mode.
Paintball mode.
You
was
could
fun.
unlock the laser and the magnum and carry a laser magnum at all
Yep.
times.
But
Hell
you could,
yeah.
my favorite thing was how you would reload in that game. So you have like an AK-47, and you see it, and it's just like over here. There's a full-sized AK, and you shoot, you're spraying rounds, and you run out of ammo, and he just goes.
It's reloaded.
I was like, that's how it works, of course. Like, don't question it. Like,
Golden Gun was dope because
oh, the golden
Yeah.
one shot.
shot.
Yep.
That was fun. Do you remember how hard it used to be whenever you played 4 fucking people and we had those old little TVs?
Yep. So you have 4 screens that are that big.
Yeah.
And you're just trying not to screen look, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I can't help it, I know
So you
you're
have to
right
get
behind me.
really
Trying to see
close.
where you're
So you
at.
have to get really close to the
You're
screen.
good. You're good. Y'all stay here. We're tapping.
Oh, word.
We'll tap.
Yeah, dude. Fucking. I just love old shit. Like the more technology kind of progresses, which I do. I love all that too. But I don't know, man. It's like nostalgic almost. Like
Yeah.
from when because I'm 28. Like whenever I was a kid, it was like GoldenEye, Zelda.
Oh, Legend of Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
great
God.
game, dude. Great.
I've got
My brother's obsessed with it.
It's such a great
Yeah,
puzzle.
my brother Bryson, he bought ocarinas offline and learned how to play it.
Oh
Dude
my
can play.
God, dude.
He can play the songs on
Yeah.
that game, like in real life, like on an ocarina.
I got it at a Renaissance Festival.
Yeah, he got one. He's collecting them now.
I never learned how to play it.
It's so cool.
And Bryson's got a book,
one
man.
day.
Oh, hell yeah.
I used to whip the shit out of that horse, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Carrots,
Fucking
like,
carrots, yeah. But see, you had to get your timing right. So if you whipped them and waited for 3 gallops, the carrot would come back, which you're still at full speed. So
Yeah.
1,
Yeah.
2,
And you gotta wait.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You remember how you
run
could
forever.
fish?
Oh yeah, fishing was awesome.
You could catch a lunker. They
Oh,
say it's
yeah.
a lunker when you caught a big ass
That's a
bass.
lunker.
Dude, that was such a good game,
And
dude.
it kept your record too.
Yeah, it kept you,
Yeah.
like if you got a 10 pounder or whatever, it was on there. And you won something, some rupees or you won something.
You could
from-
win a piece of heart. I think you could win a what is it, like a jar, one of the glass jars.
Yes.
Yeah. But I remember because in that game none of them had voices. Like the only voices you would have were Link, going yeah.
They just made sound.
Yeah, they would just make random noises. But the fisherman guy, the guy that owned the pond, he didn't have a voice at all. So when I was a kid, and to this day, every time I play that game and I see that dude, I just think of the voice of the dude that used to own the bait and tackle shop in Broadway. So it's just like, you have Link coming in, I'm gonna go catch a fish, and that's what I think of. And then you got old fucking Dale sitting around the counter. Oh yeah, but I tell you what, that's big ass fish right there. You know, you got some goddamn fucking lures and shit. You know, that's in my damn pond. I tell you what, that's a lunker.
Is that where you grew up around Broadway?
Yeah, I lived in Broadway.
Oh, you're from the damn country.
Hell
boy.
yeah, brother.
You ain't got
Today
shit out there,
today I was
big
down there at the river fishing and it started raining.
Dude, I love going out there, like Buckhorn Road and shit.
Oh, Buckhorn.
It's great. That's where my cousins live at.
Okay.
And so we all hung out down there and went to the river and the cabin. And
Mhm.
first place I ever got drunk in my life, fucking hammered. Didn't
Yeah.
know where I was at. I was a little kid, but like I fucking.
The first time I ever got drunk was actually at church. It was nuts. I didn't really know why that priest he was really interested in me, but
Oh Lord. Eating some of the
I don't think they
Lord's
caught
supper.
that.
I got it.
Okay, he caught
I
it.
appreciate it.
Hell yeah, dude, Broadway. So both of y'all from Sanford too?
Yeah, born and raised.
I was raised on the Lynn Springs side.
Okay, I'm from
okay.
Quail Ridge, so not too far
Okay,
from.
no, not
I
at
lived
all.
out near Wilmington Springs at one point for a couple of years.
What area are you at now?
You know the Oaks Apartments?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where I'm staying now.
Okay, cool,
I'm
man.
one of those
I delivered
45-year-old
for
losers that lives with
Domino's,
their mom.
Well, he has his
I go
apartment,
there all
but
the
he
time.
actually sleeps in the woods near the Oaks
Right
apartment.
behind it.
So,
is
yeah.
Okay,
a comfy
cool.
log I found.
Hell yeah.
You should
dude.
see his tent, man. It's really shitty.
It sounds cozy and warm. Yeah, I'm excited to hear y'all play. So
I'm excited to play. This is
Yeah.
such a cool venue.
Dude,
it
it's
doesn't look like it from the outside. It looks run down as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Dude, we pulled up.
we
We were
pulled
like,
up and I'm
dude,
just
is this about to be a shitty show?
like when you pull up, you just have one door and then there's another door next to it. They're like this far apart.
Yeah.
So I pull up and I'm like, okay, so we're gonna be playing this entire show in a fucking hallway. It looks like, And then we walk through the hallway, and the whole back of this building is this place. So it's got a full stage, it's got lights, it's like, man, this is dope as hell.
And this is dope how like right behind the stage I can just talk to you
Yeah,
guys.
we're right behind the
Super
stage.
loud and
They have like a conference room in here, man.
A
This is-
private little bar.
yeah, this
Yeah.
shit's
This is
so
where all the shady deals go down.
yeah,
Yeah.
super
That much
shady.
cocaine.
Let's make some
This is where the sex trafficking and
Hey,
all
get
that.
over here.
Wait, how much for a second?
So you're the lead lead singer.
See, I couldn't get laid if I crawled up a chicken's ass and waited. I'll tell you what I can get, motherfucker.
We're in Wilmington, bro. Let's hit up Tinder, man. Let's see what's rocking.
Yeah, Tinder's popping in Wilmington.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not that one got her yet.
That's awesome. So you're the lead singer.
It's one shot.
10
man. It's
high.
one
10
shot.
o'clock high.
10 o'clock high.
10 o'clock
lead
high.
Bass.
Bass.
Drums for the Sherman Neckties.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Drums for the shirt. You like to beat the shit out of inanimate objects. I dig that.
Same.
I like that.
Everything.
Extreme prejudice.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I'm not prejudiced. I hate everything.
We hate them all equally.
So y'all have been a band for 2 months, right?
3
3
months.
months.
We start.
Couple months.
So Mike and I, like I said, we've been playing music for about 10 years now, and we decided.
And Mike's a guitar player.
Yeah.
And you're
So
the
I
lead
was,
singer.
I was playing in a cover band at the time. And I do it. It's good money and it's fun, but when you do it for years, it will just eat the skin off your fucking bones.
Yeah.
Like we're playing in the same bar, playing the same songs to the same people, and it's like it's fun, but at the same time, it just gets old as hell. And I actually got booked solo to play piano and sing at this wine bar. And I know about an hour and a half worth of music, by myself.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yo, what you playing for 3 hours, 4 hours?" And I was like, "Oh, fuck me." So I called up Mike. I was like, "Hey man, you want to play a gig? When? Like in 3 days." How much of a gig? 3.5 hours. Like, oh, okay. So we just threw a bunch of shit together, cover songs and whatnot, and it didn't sound bad. And we got back to writing music
Basket Case
together.
was rough.
Oh, Basket Case was. Yeah, I love that
He
song.
just totally had a stroke halfway through.
I did. So here's the thing
Were
about
you there? You were there?
Was that? Yeah.
Yeah, so Basket Case by Green Day follows the exact same chord progression as Paco Bell's Can in B major. So.
Does it really?
Yep. The
Okay,
exact
I didn't
same
know
chord
that.
progression. So dear, you have the time to listen to me. Yeah. So we had practiced it and practiced. I was like, man, that sounds fucking awesome. Well, you were there when Sam was there. So that was the second time we played.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, so we went to play that shit, and for the life of me, I could not remember the words. And because I'm trying to think of the words, I was hitting the wrong chords on the piano, and I was just butchering it. It was a fucking hatchet job.
Just the
with
look
this
Mike
song.
gave you.
Yeah. And then
What
we
are you
get
doing?
done, and we're gonna go take a break afterwards anyway. And Mike's like, "On that shitty note, we're taking a break." And I'm just like,
He just yelled out, "Man, that was bad."
"Yeah, that was terrible. I'll be back in 10 minutes."
Where were y'all playing?
Yeah.
Where were y'all playing at?
It was called the Niche Wine Lounge in Holly Springs.
Okay.
We get a shout.
Yeah.
Pretty cool spot.
Yeah, that is a dope spot, man. Janae's the bartender. She's awesome. She's turned me into a lush. Like I had
Yeah,
never
she's
drank
awesome,
wine
man.
before, and I was like, "No, I'm gonna drink wine." I just play with Mike up there. I'm gonna try some. She said, "What kind of wine do you drink?" I said, "I don't." She was like, "What kind of wine have you drank?" I said, "I don't."
And then she's like, "What? Do you like popcorn?"
Yeah, and she's like, "So you never had wine before?" I'm like, "Affirmative."
She asked, did he like popcorn?
She asked me if I like crunchy or sweet peanut butter.
Yeah,
Like, man,
so-
I like both.
What?
Because that's the thing. She's a Somali.
You can get those kind of flavors in
So-
wine.
Mhm.
You can get
That's
that kind of stuff in
She's
beer, you
she's
know?
a licensed
Yeah.
sommelier, which means that she's studied wine for years, like what wine pairs well with other things, and basically based off of your palate is what wines you'll like. So she's asking all sorts of stuff. What do you like better, breakfast or dinner?
Yeah,
I don't
see,
know,
that's
and you have to
my
make that
question.
choice. Like, all right, so when you have your steak, how do you take it? Do you take it rare? You take it medium rare? Do you take it well done? And if you answer well done, I come out of the corner and stab you. Putting ketchup on your well done steak.
Oh, God, that's the worst, bro.
Chicken, you steak. That's
the worst, bro.
Fuck you. Well done steak. Okay, yeah, you might as well eat the fucking charcoal. Tastes better.
I feel the same way,
Yeah,
dude.
she'll ask you all these random ass questions like, what the fuck is this? And then she'll pour you a glass and you taste it and it's like, oh. And then the next thing you know, you're fucking trash.
Yeah.
So y'all played at that, is it a bar?
It's a wine bar, yeah.
A wine bar, okay.
Yeah, they got beers there too. They have like craft
Okay.
beers.
It's
And
super cozy.
I like to go
They're like low lights, couches and stuff, man.
So do they expect you to play a certain type of music or a certain vibe, or can you just, I mean, you're talking
You
about
can
playing
play-
basket case in a wine bar.
We played in the style of
It's like
Taco
a-
Bell's Cannon. So I start out on the piano and
Yeah.
go, dun, dun, dun,
And there's just like clean guitar with it.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
So, but then we'd sing bass. Oh man, that's really cool. And I nailed that first part on piano. I was like, oh man, that sounds great. And I got through the first verse, no problems. Get to the first chorus, no problems. After that,
I forgot where it went.
it was after the first chorus. So I get to the end of that first chorus. Am I just paranoid or am I stoned?
I think you were stoned.
I'm fucking lost.
What's up, man?
What's up, dude? Alex. Nice to meet you. Hell yeah, sit down if you want. We're just doing a podcast, dude. Talking shit, talking about random shit. Yeah, so that's interesting though. So y'all go to Holly Springs, obviously Wilmington. So you kind of travel around. And y'all been a band for how? I mean, you've been a band for a minute. How long have you been in the band?
I first played with Grant as like my audition on his 21st birthday, so that's probably like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, but we've been in the band for 4 years now, just about.
Awesome. So you've been in a band for a minute. So what do you play? Guitar. Okay. What?
He played bass for a while, man.
Yeah, I
switched in and out.
He killed it in that area too, man. We did a 3-piece thing for a long time.
It's always good to be versatile though, like when you're in a band or even playing a sport or anything. It's not like yeah. So y'all are more like a punk type of sound.
Right.
You guys are more of an alternative type of
So
sound.
we've got.
Yeah, we was. Do you want to come up to the table, man? Lean on this?
It's laid back.
I got one.
He shit his pants. Be careful.
It's really warm.
It's real laid back though. Say whatever you want,
Why is this
whatever.
chair so sticky? I just got excited. Yeah, man. Like with our music, it's really weird. So I mean, like the first song that we're probably gonna play tonight is called "Shotgun Wedding," and it is just a groovy, funky, happy sounding song. Like,
But
it's
the
like,
lyrics.
Oh yeah, I wrote the lyrics of that based off when I went to school in Tennessee for a year. I had a music scholarship.
Okay.
I played drums for 15 years now, and I had a percussion scholarship in Tennessee, and they were paying for me to go. That was not all of it. That's why I couldn't go back. It was fucking poor. But yeah, like I was there, and this school is a Christian school, and you know I'm a Christian, and you know you do what you want to do. It's not your business is your business, right? Well, at this school, they would kick you out of the school if they found out that you were having sex before marriage. And a lot of these people, they're uber, super Christians, and they were, you know, they can't have sex before marriage, but they're also in college. So they look at a stove and get fucking turned on. Like, it's the fucking hormones kicking in your first few years of college. So these people, they would get married within like 2-3 months of meeting each other. Like, they didn't know each other's name in August. Come November, married.
Just so they can fuck.
Pretty much. So that they can go heels to Jesus and not be shamed, you know? And,
That's a great way to put it.
and some fight, bumping uglies, man. But they, so me and my buddies, we were kind of the bad kids of the university. You know, we would go to chapel and we were all Christians, but at the same time, we didn't follow the cookie cutter norm of, you know, you need to watch your foul mouth and don't listen to that metal music and you shouldn't smoke. We'd be out there smoking cigarettes behind the fucking music building and
Listening to Hatebreed and shit.
oh yeah.
Listening to Slayer.
My buddy Brandon Sinclair lives in California now. He always used to he'd see a girl that was really hot. He'd be like, man, I would love to get a megaphone and scream Hatebreed lyrics into her. What the fuck?
That's awesome.
But yeah, like, I guess he likes her. I wouldn't do that if somebody didn't.
That's his way of saying it.
Yeah, you know, he says that he's infatuated with your beauty. Mi morena de mi corazón. But yeah, so we started this little pool that we call the Shotgun Wedding Pool. And basically, when somebody would get married that we know after they've known each other for 3.5 hours, we would throw like $10, $5, $20 into the pot. And we would all bet how long it would take for them to get divorced. And winner takes the pot. So,
Oh shit, that's a cool
I
idea.
think I won like $60 off of that my first year because it was, we got there in August, obviously. End of November, these two people are married. They had no idea who each other were, you know, before school.
Yeah.
They lived in separate fucking states before they got to school. So they never even met each other's parents. But come November, they're married.
They got married before they met each other's parents.
Yes.
Mm.
So
Holy shit.
yeah, and that's the craziness behind this shit. It's like,
So well.
you know, and you know,
Just
with me being a
Put
Christian
guilt in
and all
Jesus,
that.
that's all they wanted to do.
Yeah, it's like, do you justify that with? How do you justify that with the fact that you could, you know, get a divorce? What's God going to look down on worse? You know, laying some pipe before you got married, or you marrying somebody just so you can beat the bottom out of it, and then end up finding out, yeah, I fucking hate you, and then you get a divorce. But yeah, they were married. I said before 6 months. They wouldn't last 6 months because I could see how they were already clashing the whole time. Like, this isn't gonna last. Before 6 months, sure enough, 5 months later, they're divorced, and because they got a divorce, they kicked them out of the school, again, Christian school.
And you
So
got.
I got $60 off of that.
You got.
Everybody else was so sad, like, oh my God, they got a divorce, that's terrible. And I'm sitting there in public like, that is so sad. Who would have ever seen this coming? I went back to my dorm and I'm like, give me paid, bitch!
It's crazy how.
I hate Mr. my music professor. We would get fucked up at his house. It was awesome. Because he was also
The music professor?
Yeah, my Dr. Hornsberg. He was an animal too, and he's like, I don't care what you're doing here, you know, this is an open space, this is a free space, do whatever you want to do, say whatever you want to say. We go to his house, man, and we party it up. We almost set the backyard on fire one time.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was great. But yeah, hey, Mr. Doc into getting us a couple cases of beer, because I won the shotgun wedding tonight. But yeah, that song is based off of that whole thing. So we hear
How did he
Yeah.
tie that in to the fucking song?
Yeah.
How did that
Why
shit
did-
happen?
I'm a good storyteller, man.
And so,
I'm like
So that's the first song y'all are playing tonight.
Probably.
I love the lyrics of that
Yeah.
song.
And you guys got a set list there. I mean, do you make a set
I can see
list and
that
everything?
We
Or?
really don't.
Or
We
you
just
just
get
go
on
with the
stage
flow.
and Grant's like,
I'm
play this song.
hungry.
Sure.
Alright, see, that's
Yeah.
cool too. So you guys got a full set list? Or do you guys have like a couple songs you want to play for sure and then...
Well, we'll probably play our whole set list, which is about an hour.
Yeah, we got about an hour.
So you gotta...
Yeah.
And then you guys kind of go with the vibe. and
Like
you
we
just
have our set songs that we play generally,
Yeah.
and like we might interchange a couple of covers here and there. It's generally the same, but there's no specific order. We always open with Joker the Thief, which is a
great
other
fucking
cover.
song.
Yeah, we
Great
always
song.
open with that one, then we play Friends. So we throw Shake somewhere in the middle, and then we end with Ghost. That's generally how we do it.
Yeah, we-
in between there, we kind of.
You guys,
And a lot-
you have to hear their Kenny G cover. It is
So there ain't no way you're about to bust out a saxophone out there and go at it.
Nah, it usually depends on the crowd too.
Yeah.
What kind of music they're reacting to depends on what our next
That's
cover
awesome.
we're gonna be.
Yeah.
We've been a band for a while, so you can kind of... I mean, you
Yeah.
probably got a variety of things.
Like there's times where we look at each other like, hey, out of the black right now.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, it's about to go down, and we're just kind of like, you know, the crowd has no idea it's coming, and
Yeah.
so we're just like, fuck, this is gonna be lit.
Yeah.
That's like one of our favorite ones. Like if the crowd's really reacting, all right, we'll play that.
Yeah.
But a lot of times if they're not, we'll do something.
Because it's a little bit of a
different.
darker, heavier song. It's not heavy, but it's a little bit darker, heavier song, and so like the crowd's like, wow.
So, yeah. That's cool, man. Like trying to kind of feed off of people's vibes. I feel like
Yeah.
most good bands do that. Like until you get like fucking huge where you can't.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a vibe. Everyone's freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Green Day or.
But when you're at a level like
Yeah.
you're at, and it's like ground level
Mhm.
shit, then you're
Yeah.
trying to break through and do whatever your goals are as a band. I mean, some people, like my goal with this podcast is just to learn. Like I just want to learn about people and talk to different people, meet new people. Like I just met all you guys, and I wouldn't even have got to meet y'all if it wasn't for Josh either. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think that's cool. But like
And if
as
it wasn't
a
for the podcast, I mean, shit, all of us be doing our own thing outside,
Yeah.
smoking.
yeah, and you guys
talking.
come and go whenever. You know what I mean? If you got something to do, whatever. But so if
We'll make them wait.
so your goal as a band, like, or even individually, like if you had a goal for your band, like what would you want to see or where would you want to play? Like if you were to play in Chicago or Boston or something like that, and you're like, dude, this is it, bro. Like this is fucking amazing. You know, anything above this, we've exceeded all expectations. Is there like a level you would want to hit, or do you like the level that you're at, or you know?
I mean, there's like goals as far as like progressing of where we want to, like where like the next step is. I guess the next step for us would be like when we feel like okay, we're like going on the right track, would be to kind of jump on it for like a bigger band, like a legitimate band that has a legitimate.
Look at that guy. And that guy.
Good to see you. Good. We were just talking about y'all's goals, like as a band, where you guys want to be.
Yeah, I think for me, one venue, it's not necessarily a goal, it's more like a low-key dream place of where I've always wanted to play a show at. It's the Red Rocks in Colorado.
Dude.
And between the
natural
two,
amphitheater.
I want to do that. I will be totally accomplished in this band if we play there.
That's dude, Red Rocks.
But as far as like the ultimate goal, man, I just want to make a living.
Yeah.
You know, playing drums with my best friends.
I guess it's ultimate goal.
I'm not really trying to get.
It's not about really being rich or anything. I mean, kind of that is the dream.
Very much a being
Being rich, yes. We're not trying to be like.
We're not going to turn it down.
Iconic.
But
we want money.
Yeah.
To live, honestly,
I
and
just want to be able to live
play
on it,
music.
you know, just be able to like have a nice house, have like nice things, but you know,
And still be able to play music.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like if
We're not looking for luxury. Really.
Would you sell out?
but it's not, apparently Grant. I mean, I think there's a.
If I still get to
I
play
would
the
too.
music I want, I would. But I wouldn't sell like my soul to the devil or
I mean,
nothing.
the dream is
Ain't
to
worth
get
it.
big enough to the point where you are that big because of that shows your success too. It goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
So like it is kind of the dream. Ultimately, I just think it is the dream. Get to the point where you're like a millionaire.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah, dude. That one ain't got no doors, son. Is it? Does it?
Oh wow, that's the
There ain't no door right there. That's alright. That's
I
cool.
just see hinges, to be honest.
Yeah.
Some all the backroom coke deals that have gone on back here. The
Sex
mafia's meet
trafficking and fucking.
up, selling AKs and shit.
So yeah, I mean, since you just rolled up, yeah, dude, nice to see you, bro.
Have you seen Luke Cage?
I have not.
Oh man, the main villain owns a nightclub and he's got a back room like this. He's got a big Biggie Smalls poster and he's got a glass room where he can look out everybody in the club.
This is it, dude. This is it, bro.
This is it
That's
right
where they
here.
film this shit at. Yeah, so I want to ask y'all real quick because I know they're trying to do sound check and everything on drums. But like your goals, like as a band or you know as an individual or however you want to answer it, like where would you want to be? Like what's your
Oh, I just want to tour with Green Day. If I can just. Yeah.
I mean,
you know, you taught me Green Day growing up, man.
that's
fifth grade.
fucking. I mean that's it's
Yeah.
feasible, bro. Like it's reachable. Like it's not not reachable.
Yeah, if we can do that, I'll just go home and look good.
They fucking
Tired.
their crowds on their live shit. Dude, that's a fucking crowd, dude.
Yeah.
That's making me nervous just thinking about like being in front of that many. That's a lot of people, dude.
Yeah, but that's, you know, that's just it.
We can get that many people in here tonight. It's big enough.
Well, see, you tour, you open up for Green Day, and then you become Green Day. Like
Yeah,
you become that band.
Or we just retire. Like, I just want to, like, you know, that's all I want.
At the end of that, Grant is moving to an island.
Yeah.
With his new friends.
That's exactly what. That's exactly the answer to the question. That's what I mean. Like when you've reached somewhere and you're like, all right, this is it, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, that's why we started. Like, that's why, you know, because, like, well, you know, like, grew up learning all the stuff before I could even play. You know, you were getting ready playing, like, on Halloween, you were playing guitar, like, on your front porch.
Yeah.
Trick-or-treaters and
Damn,
stuff,
I
man.
forgot about that.
Yeah, I need to learn how to play that. Like, you were playing Homecoming. Like, that's, I remember that, like, so clearly. Yeah, I was, like, in the
Damn.
5th grade, maybe. It was right when American Idiot came out.
I forgot about that, dude.
Yeah, dude. I wanted to be you.
That's really cool.
Holy
I was like,
dude, that's crazy. I totally forgot I even play guitar.
Yeah, you dressed up in the red tie and the black shirt.
I dressed up like Billy Joe.
Yeah,
He's
you
got,
did, man.
dude. My birthday's the same day as his. That's
Oh,
why,
yeah.
That's why I dressed
my
up.
My
like,
mom's too, man. That's so
Really?
Yeah, February 17th.
Damn, and my buddy who's coming here tonight. I got some of my buddies. They're gonna come and fucking probably act like assholes and just have fun.
Yeah.
And his birthday's February 17th.
It's weird.
Y'all like my buddies that are coming down here. They're cool as shit. Most of them have been on the podcast, and I've done podcasts with them.
Yeah.
But damn, I forgot about that, dude. I forgot.
Been a minute.
My little brother dressed up like him too.
Yeah, I think I was mutual that year too.
Yeah.
I got a picture.
I told Connor, I'm gonna call Connor whenever we get done and just remind him. I told him to come down here and hang out, dude.
I missed Jim with Connor, dude.
Yeah,
Connor was stupid good at
Such a
drums.
cool kid, dude. We were talking about my little brother.
Yeah.
And that's how I know Grant is
See,
because of my little brother.
That's the thing is like, you know, like I said, we've played with Grant for probably 10 years now.
Yeah.
It's been a long, like, I remember the first inception of the band where it was you, Seth Storm, Landon,
Yeah.
and Dylan.
Yeah.
Yep. And we would go over to your house and we had the jam building out back.
2 drummers.
Yeah, and we would just I was playing drums only back then. We would just raise hell. But the first time that I'd ever seen like somebody local playing music live, like my very first concert was Guns N' Roses when I was in the 6th grade.
What do you mean? You saw the real Guns N' Roses?
Yeah, they were on their reunion tour.
Holy shit.
And my
that's
parents
amazing.
got tickets, and 2 of the people.
Hell yeah, this is fucking dope. First time ever food ordered on the podcast, boy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You said
I'm getting it from Munchies. They got burgers. I'm getting
That's
some of
what
these
Preston
fat
was talking about.
sandwiches.
Greens, beans, tomatoes.
Dude, I got a sandwich from there and it had mozzarella sticks and chicken wings or some shit.
I had that burger.
Yeah, dude, these look dope. I'm getting
Yeah, that might have been what it was.
I'm getting that sandwich with jalapeno poppers on it.
I think that might have been what it was. It had jalapeno poppers and fucking
The
mozzarella
menu's really,
sticks
you're gonna have
on
to
it.
look for this. I hope nobody's lopsided.
But I'm really looking forward to seeing y'all play. I'm excited, dude, and I'm glad that Josh is here.
Yeah, Josh is the best.
Josh is fucking awesome.
He never stops.
And like I appreciate y'all doing the podcast with me too. Like anytime y'all are in town, anytime y'all want to come by my house, I live by the airport. I'll have a studio in there in the next year probably. I'll have some shit built. As long as I don't have another baby, dude, I'll have a spare bedroom. Yeah, dude, my buddy, we sent that. I took a picture of my face, like looking all crazy, and sent it to my buddy in Jersey. And he did the cartoon and put like my brain coming out and smoke and shit. Yeah, I got some stickers. My buddy's bringing them up here. I'll give y'all some stickers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna hand some out, just to some of y'all's fans and everything. But I'm fucking, I love talking to people. Like, I love learning new things about people and meeting new people. So like, this is the first time like I've been able to like I promoted y'all on my last podcast, like just talked about y'all show, and I thought that was cool, man. It felt like something was happening. You know what I mean? Like it was cool, man. But anytime any of y'all want to stop by my house, I'll give you my number, give y'all my number, and I'll give you my number too. Anytime y'all want to come by the house, we can fucking talk about any kind of crazy shit y'all want to talk about. Black holes, Green Day, whatever.
Dude, black holes, I'm down for that one.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I was saying. Anytime y'all want to come by the house, because I know they're trying to fucking do their sound check.
Freemasons, dude.
We can do. We can talk. That fucking documentary on Netflix is so boring, dude.
Which one?
It's called Freemason. Fucking, I fell asleep in the first round.
There's one with a police officer who was deep into it that got out. He was the highest, the 33rd degree.
And they wear these big ass belt apron looking things.
He got out of it. He explained like some of the rituals they do, like their levels. Dude, it's crazy.
Shit.
You have to be a Freemason before you can get like Skull and Bones, fraternity like that. To move up, like it's crazy, dude.
Anytime y'all want to come and do a podcast on any kind of weird, crazy shit, let me know. Or talk about the band or whatever. But
Yeah, I'm all
I
down
really
for that,
appreciate
man.
y'all letting me come up here and do
This
this.
is really cool.
Cool place.
Even more for
I've never
us.
been there.
Such a cool place.
If it was Wilmington, like the one.
Oh, that's the place I was telling you about.
Hell yeah, me and you will catch up. Thank you guys very much.
Word.
Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. Come up to the fucking Morning Glory coffee shop. We're fucking out here. Come up here and listen to some music.
Like our fan pages on Facebook.